Hi, so I have this recording that I did about a week ago. I've been working with it, actually did a couple of videos using it, but I cleared it up just a little bit more and I want to play that for you. So it's actually in the process that I used to clear it up is taking two files and changing the pitch on one, cutting some of it away, and then merging the two back together, and it allows you to hear Spirit talking. But let me play for you just a second. This is what it sounded like when I recorded it. It was outside midday. You hear some ice melting and some birds. There were the birds there. Okay, so now taking those two files and merging them together, this is the same recording at 100% speed and pitch, and I just amplified it after pasting those two files together. Let me play for you what it sounds like, and I'm going to change the controls to slow so it'll play at 50% speed. Here we go. That's in that first section that I played. Did you hear any of those folks talking in there? Let's go back to it. That was all out of this file here. By taking two files and pushing or changing the pitch on one and then merging them back together. If you want to know what it sounds like, here's my voice reading the manual. I'll just change it back to the controls back to normal.
This unit is equipped with a new patent pending Cool Touch.
Okay, so then what I did is I actually took that, copied it over here, changed the pitch on it, and did the same process as what you were just listening to. And by doing that, this is what it sounds like if you were to do it with a normal voice. So where spirits talk and it's out of your hearing range, you don't hear like that. Now this is the same file as this. It's just slowed down to 50% speed and pitch. So I was working with 1 minute to begin with, and now slowing it down, it goes to 2 minutes here. But the pitch is also 50%. And then I'm going to play this on the slow controls and have a listen to this. The reason I'm doing this, there's always new conversation that comes into play when you do this. It's the same recording. It's just slowed down even slower. It's down to 25% speed and pitch. So stretch it out to 4 minutes. Takes that 1 minute, stretches out to 4 minutes. And let's have a listen to this. Okay, so let me show you what I did today. I'll just kind of repeat what I've done on the last two videos and stuff. There's this options. I put it on my custom menu. Go to this audio tab, and before you do every step, it only lasts for one term. Every time you make a change, do this. You got to put in the 2 periods. And what I do to bring up the tools is I use, you put these in yourself, the keyboard shortcuts. So if you want to slow something down or whatever, just come in here, set up whatever combination you want, keyboard combination, and then execute the 2 periods in here. It's the under the editing and effects. For some reason it sounds better. When I don't do it, it almost sounds like stuff is taken away. So just give it a go. And what I'm going to do is, let's copy this off to a new one. So I put it over here, and I'll do one more. So we're working with 2 files. Actually, let's do this. Let's shrink this up, or we'll do the one that's at 50% speed and pitch. So let's do the options, and then I'm going to bring up a keyboard shortcut, and we want to select the time. I want to use whole seconds, and I want to just round this off to 1 minute. So I'm going to use my tab key in here to move about, and what I'm going to do is enter in this right there, select, and what I've done is highlight the back end of the file, and I'm going to delete it so that I get 1 minute. But out here, if I scroll down on this using my mouse, this number here is the same as taking the sample rate times 60 seconds. But you'll notice if I hover over this and left click and hold and then scroll to the right, there's all this additional stuff out there. You don't want it. It kind of messes up your file, so just delete it out of there. Now I have a true 60 seconds, all right? So next thing I'm going to do is do the options, and then I'm going to slow it down on it, get specified, or the speed and pitch change. The semitones, if you go to change the file, it works good if you do it in even increments of 2, so -2, -4, -6. It even works better as if the percent comes out to 0.000, and there's only 2 settings that does that at, is at -12 and -24. So let's do the -12. And you can see it's going to change everything by 50%. So it took our 1 minute and made it 2 minutes. Now what I want to do is I'm going to use a Control D to duplicate that file out here. So I've got 2 identical files right here, but on this one here I am going to change the pitch by 400%. So I'll bring up the pitch tool, and here you go, change it to 400%. And when it's done here, I'm going to change it by 400% again. And some of this is the same as the last one, but the band pass, and we're going to add a step of noise removal. We got to talking, so I got to do it again. And I didn't do the noise removal before, but it seemed to help considerably. So once this gets done running, what we want to do is we're going to do a band pass. We're going to open up the equalizer. And what we want to do is select this section in here. And the settings we're using today are going to start at 144 and finish at 8520 with an amplitude of 44 and a slope of 0. Alright? And what we're going to do on the next one, the other file, is we're going to do the reverse of this using a band stop, so that we kind of make like a puzzle piece. All right. We do the options. And WavePad remembers the last thing you loaded up there, so I'll bring it up with a keyboard shortcut. And by doing that, those 2 periods will work there in the options. Okay. Now I'm going to do a noise removal. And you can get this off the menu tree as well. It's the auto spectral noise reduction, and in here I've got 16%, 1/6, and we're going to apply it, and that's something new. And we'll go back to this file, and I need to do the band stop on this one. So I'll bring up the band stop, and what I've got selected is it's 1 less than and 1 more on this end. So So basically it carves out just a little bit bigger hole. So it starts at 143, finishes at 8521, rejection of 44, slope 0. And let me do the options here. And we'll apply that. And then I'm going to copy it. Use Control-C with the keyboard shortcut. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to paste mix this in. I'll use another keyboard shortcut. Control-Alt-V as in Victor. We're going to do it at 90% paste mix. And I tried this on a couple of different files and it seemed to work a lot better. It's really low on the bass. You can probably run a noise gate on it. But I tell you, after it sounds different when I'm playing it here on my machine versus after it gets up to YouTube. It's always something different. So I'll try running it this way and see what it sounds like after it gets to YouTube. So let's amplify. I'm going to do 400% here. And have a listen. We'll just do this. This wasn't what I was playing, but we'll try it really quick. Noise gate at, say, minus 35 and 8. This is what I ran on yesterday's. Just see what it sounds like. Sounds like it took something away. Anyway, try that without the noise gate with one of your files and see if that doesn't sound a little better. And this is what I wanted to show today. I keep working with it. If it gets better, I'll do another video. Thanks for listening.